Pittsburgh Steelers signing star wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. is a must, according to ESPN's Dan Orlovsky. So, Odell Beckham Jr., right now he's a free agent, and last season he was out all of the season for an ACL injury that he injured in the Super Bowl run with the Rams. And in the Super Bowl, he performed very well. But right now, he's a free agent, and Dan Orlovsky on ESPN Get Up was mentioning one team that should be lurking in the background and one team that should go out and sign Odell Beckham Jr. And that team that he mentioned was the Steelers. Here's the full quote. I look at the AFC, I say you gotta add firepower, or people to slow down firepower, because of the Chiefs. This automatically does that for Pittsburgh. One organizational structure and the head coach who knows what he's doing, there's a standard, a culture, an everyday expectation, and he's gonna walk right into that. And just imagine this offense. If you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, Najee Harris at tailback, who's an awesome player, then you got George Pickens, who's becoming a star at that position, Deontay Johnson and Pat Freiermuth at tight end, and then you add Odell. Now you're talking about an offense that's got weapons and actual firepower to go chase down the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. So there's a lot of teams that you could say Odell's going to be a good addition to. So when you mention Dan Orlovsky talking about the Odell Beckham Jr. to the Steelers, one thing that comes to mind is that Kenny Pickett is on a rookie contract, and they are not paying a quarterback right now a lot of money, meaning that means they have cap space to spend. And before Kenny Pickett goes into his second contract, which is still around 4 years away, the Steelers need to go out and sign the best possible players to put around them to go chase that Super Bowl. If you look at the Steelers' Super Bowl wins when they had Big Ben under quarterback, it was in his second year and on a rookie contract. And even when they won the second Super Bowl, he was still on a lower contract before his price ran up. Now, they got to do the same with Kenny Pickett. Just imagine that offense. Yes, Odell Beckham Jr., you might think it's a long shot. But I'm going to read you this from Ian Rappaport in 2021, right before he got traded to the Rams. This was what Ian Rappaport, an NFL insider, probably the best insider beside Adam Schefter in the game. He said that the decision came down to the wire, and the Steelers called to make a last-ditch run at former rival back when Odell Beckham Jr. was with the Browns. They made a run at Odell right before he landed in LA, but it was too late, meaning that the Steelers did show interest, and that was key because that means that they were interested in them then. So why not be interested in him now if his market value is so much lower and you don't have to give up anything? But we all know it's probably a long shot because the Steelers just probably won't make another big move in free agency. They already made a lot of moves so far, so they probably will just end up filling out their roster with depth pieces and not go after that extra guy for more money. And you never know Odell Beckham Jr.'s character. Yes, he hasn't really done anything recently in terms of bad news or bad narratives around him, but in the past, obviously kicking down the tent, sideline stuff. But if there's one coach that's going to stop him from doing that, one coach who's going to keep him under control, that would be Mike Tomlin. So that's why Dan Orlovsky feels that Odell Beckham Jr.'s fit in Pittsburgh will be a good one, and it would be the best thing for Pittsburgh, and it would fit both sides. Odell Beckham Jr. is coming back from injury. His last 1,000-yard receiving game was in 2019, so he still has a lot to prove that he could get back to being that star player that he was with the Giants and even in the first couple seasons with the Browns. So let me know down in the comments below. Do you feel as though the Steelers should sign Odell Beckham Jr., or do you believe that they should fill in their wide receiver depth in another area? Me personally, I would say this. If they could get him cheap, sure, why not just sign Odell? But if not, I would rather them just look at an outside guy. This is probably a long shot, but let me know down in the comments below. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below as well if you like Steelers content, analysis, reports. Like the video, turn on post notifications down below for the channel as well, so you get notified whenever I post the next Steelers video. I'm covering all free agency, all of draft, so stay tuned, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all later. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.